Well, good day, and I want to say welcome to Ablij TV. This time, we're privileged to have us the direct lawmaker of Electoral District 3, Grand Bassa County, the president of Honorable Matthew Fairplay Joe. And basically, we'll be discussing issues surrounding the campaign primaries, how far we gone, where are we, and what are some of those progress he made so far, challenges and all of that will be online into the conversation. So, Mr. Sorry, let me say Honorable Matthew Fairplay Joe, welcome to this conversation.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad this morning to be before your microphone so that our people can listen to us about the happenings and progress in our district. I think it's an opportunity for me this morning. Thank you.
How are you been feeling in this time of COVID-19?
Well, I actually want to first of all say thank God for allowing us to still be alive, But actually, the issue of the COVID-19, we are now feeling good because there is one pandemic that is actually causing serious problem for us, causing high economic hardship and making our people they are not really having their free movement and all of those things. But we want to be grateful to God. I think we are getting to understand and coping with the protocols that were set by the health authority and all of those things, and our people are going along with a normal life.
That's good. Now, we key in looking at those things you brought to the people in 2017 in terms of campaign primaries. What can you say about them?
Oh yes, during the campaign, there were a series of promises that we made to our people, and to be perceived like four major promises that we made to our people, and those promises we made to our people was the issue about the district development, the establishment of the district development council. That was one. Two, the construction of the Fairground Road. Three, the purchase of the student bus, and four, the market loan, the 3 million market loan to our market women. And so the issue about the district development council, actually we came about that because at the time, I came to power, at the time our outside of government, I used to accept that this district was only run by the lawmaker, the representative. And I felt that, to be a lawmaker does not give you the unilateral, decision to make unilateral decision, for the people. But decision that will be made in the interest of the district should be, a collective, decision. So there was a need that we established the district development council that will help the lawmaker to make major decisions for the people in the district and to carry on development, in the district. So it's from that background we were able to tell our people that when we were going to take power, we were going to establish the district development council that will work with the lawmaker in making sure that development go on and major decisions are made at the level of the council. And then two, the issue about the purchase of the school bus. When I was outside of government, I was in my private businesses. I used to observe many of our students, more especially from Lower Harlowville, from other part of the district. But during the rainy season, they really used to, catch hard time. Going to school, they will walk under the rain or they ride on motorbike to go to school and all of those things. So I brought it to the attention of the people that when upon my ascendancy at the legislature, I want to make sure that the students have a bus in the district that will carry them to school and from school. That was the second promise we made to them. And then thirdly, we talk about the Fairground Road. And that was one of the issues again that I have been observing from the time I live in this county, and more especially somebody who grew up on this fairground. From the time past, you used to see when government officials is coming in this county. That's the time the local authority of the county they take yellow machine to grade the road, and that has been a continuous Sunday from 1936 up to now, the establishment of Grand Bassa County. And I said, well, this route from the Fairground Junction to the Fairground is a short route. And why I say that, leaders can't really put in effort to pave and then they short the road. So that drew my attention. And then during the campaign, I told my people that upon my ascendancy, I want to make sure that the Fairground will be paved. Somebody may ask why you think why only the fairground road, because the fairground road is very important, because on the fairground is where we have many of our major facilities within this country. You have the pavilion, you have the city corporation building, you have the NEC office, you have the police headquarters, you have the superintendent compound, you have the youth center, you have the Bawoda center, you have the sports stadium, and all of those things you can name them. So there's a need that we give this road a facelift, so that whenever we receive guests in the county, the guests will feel happy because of riding on a paved road, coming to those facilities that I just named. And so I told my people, and the people believe in me, and they accepted those promises. And the last one was the market loan.
Before we go to the market loan, the issue of the fairground rule, like you regularly say, it was one of your campaign promises. But then it brought a bit of argument that indeed this rule was not done by you, was done by public works. How can you a bit speak to it?
Yeah, but who initiated it for public work to come and do the role is other one. So the issue about people, making argument that it was not done by me, those one is just a political aspect. There people remember that we lawmakers, we are there to lobby on behalf of our people. We are there to lobby on behalf of our people. We are there to beg on behalf of our people, so that those basic needs that they expect to affect their lives and for it to come to effect. And so that's the role that I play. So when I was elected, when I went at the Capitol building, I prayed that that God help me. And the first thing God did for me, it was for me to be appointed on the Committee of Public Works as the chairman. So based on that, I have the opportunity to lobby with the president, with the president, that of the minister. And through my influence, I went to the president after we broke ground for the Coca-Cola road from EW Junction to Coca-Cola factory. And I realized that when we broke the ground, when the president came up with that pronouncement that every feeder road, every community road in Mosorado was going to be paved, I used that opportunity. After that program, I went to the president and I told him about the fairground road. And then he saw the need. He said, "Oh yeah, Honorable Joe, you are talking true, because during our last campaign promise, I was there when you said it to the people that if they were going to elect us as as leader for them, that road was going to be paid." So I think this is about time that we use that opportunity. So I want to inform Mabutu Yipan about do a communication and send it to him, and I will make him to include the fairground road among. To be part of those roads that have to be paved in Mosorado. And immediately I did the communication. And was signed by my caucus chairman, Honorable Koswa, and then I will send it to Mabutu Yipa, and through the influence of the president, that road, the fairground road, was included into those roads that are told them to be paved in Mosorado. And today, as you can see, the fairground road construction is ongoing, and so it's a private and it's a great opportunity for our people. So it's not necessarily have to be my own personal money. But our work is to lobby, to beg government on behalf of our people for those things that the people need for it to take place. So it's exactly what happened. So we, I initiated that role. I lobby for that role, and it's how you see that role here today.
Thank you for the clarity. Well, folks, viewers, if you're just joining us, we want to say welcome to Ablije TV. Basically, we're having a conversation with Representative Matthew Fairplay Joe, Electoral District 3, Grand Bassa County. So, back to the market loan. Let's dig deeper into it. What was the nitty gritty of you promising the people with the loan?
Okay, for the issue of the market loan, when we came to the scene of politics, I observed our market women in 2017. At which time we, the market women, they will, I observed that they were actually doing well for our favorite homes, for their favorite homes, and men were not working, or they are not working because there are still no job. And then if you observe, you take your survey, the women are the one now who are sponsoring homes, buying food, paying tuition of children, and all of those things, even rent. The market women, through their hustle, through their selling, is how those homes have been taken care of. Okay. So when I was coming into politics, when our petition, to contest, I told the market women that there's a need as leaders, to empower them through giving them some a month, so that will build up their strength in terms of their businesses, so that they will be able to do more for the various homes, that they will be able to pay tuition for our little brothers and sisters, that they will be able to pay rent, that they will be able to do many other things, for they and their family. So I told them that upon my excellency, we're going to make available 3 million Liberian dollars, to build up their strength in terms of their businesses, so that they will be more powerful and more, strong enough in making their businesses, so that they will continue to provide for their various home. So that was from that background is how we came up with that loan. And as I told you, the 4 major promises we made when we came to power, in less than 1 year we completed, we almost completed 3, because the fact now we were still ongoing. Okay. And then we were only left with the market loan, and that had been, one of the major discussion in the district. People who are not in our camp, people who are against us, they are always, when they're on the radio, Honorable Joe had lied to the people and saying you are going to get that loan, and the loan can come, and all of those things. And those people that were saying those things, they were forgetting that the Bassa people gave us 6-year mandate. And you can't tell somebody that they are feel, if the mandate that was given to them, the time are not expired. You will tell somebody that the person feel provided if the time that attached to that, duty, when the time elapsed, then you say the man feel. But we have 6 years, and we just gone and little over 2 years, and you telling the man that he feel, I think they were doing injustice to us and to me. And so today, we call our market women, and then inform them and about the 11th of July, the money will be provided to them. The 3 million will be provided to them. So actually, pick up the strength of their businesses during the July 26th, so that they can pick up from them. And we also told them that this money it should be rotational. It's a revolving fund. Meaning that we know that the money, 3 million, will now go across as one to all of the market women in the district. So, meaning if the first batch receive, the marketing association will attach time, and then after that time, if they say 3 or 4, 5 months that you will use it for, when they pay, then they give it to another batch, of market women.
Are you thinking about establishing a team now, actually work with the LMA in terms of?
Yes, we want to set up a committee from from the angle of the District Development Council, and that will work with the marketing association as a monitoring arm to that, because our major aim is that we want that money to reach down to the least market woman. We want for every market woman, to have taste of that money. So we not just want to leave it with the marketing association and we get 10 our bank. So this is why we're going to set up this monitoring team that will work with the marketing association to monitor them, their work, that will make sure that the marketing association will reach down to every market women, so that they will be able to have some benefit from this money also, because we don't want tomorrow for people to stay crying and then, Honorable Joe, we gave money and it did not reach up. So we're going to set up that monitoring team to observe the marketing association on our behalf, on the behalf of our office.
That's good. It is a reminder that you are following a conversation with Representative Matthew Fairplay Joe of Electoral District 3, Grand Bassa County, discussing with us as it relates to the promises he made during the campaign in 2017 and how far he has reached in terms of implementation. Back to you, Representative Joe, the issue of 15% of your salary being given to the DDC, District Development Council.
Before we come to there, let me just wrap up from the market loan.
Okay.
The market loan, as we speak, while it is so that we promised 3 million, and the launching will be July 11, where we plan programs and to invite other eminent citizens, to kind of increase that our program. And we are planning to invite Honorable Bill Traore, Honorable Besonga Finde, and other eminent son and daughter of this district to be part of that. When we pass that information by his ear yesterday, which is Honorable Bill Traore, because you remember in Buchanan when we told him, as informing ahead of his communication, he immediately requested to meet with the market heads, and when he met with them, he also told them that since he had been are to be one of the launcher. He would like to inform all that during that launching, you're going to add additional 1 million on the 3 million. So you see, that means we are making progress. So that means the market people now will be benefiting something like 4 million now. And we expect many other contribution towards that. So we can't tell, maybe after that launching,
see 4 million.
Okay, we may see 4 million, we may get 5 million, and all of those things. So we are making progress because other launchers are not spoken yet. So we expect to hear from other launcher, and our wish is to see the money being increased from even 4 million to 5 million. So it's where we stand for now. So July 11 on the fairground, it will not be easy there. Our people will be celebrating that, they will be jubilating, and many other Bassa citizens will come and contribute to that water cost of our people. So that's the last information I want to give you. Now we come to the 15%.
So before we go to 15%, what do you think the effort made so far now coming from 3 million up to 4 million? What does that signal, or what should it signal to the citizens of your district?
That is, they should signal to them that this lawmaker they have, they should be very thankful that they have Honorable Matthew Joe as the lawmaker, who always seeking the interest of his electorates, of his citizens in his district, who always are loving on behalf of his people in his district. That is, they should be aware that this lawmaker that they have, that God has blessed them with, will always be there in their interest, and he is somebody who actually anticipating to always see the life of the people being improved and to a higher level, so that together we all can have a good living and a condition within our district.
That's good. You hearing it for yourself. You watching the lawmaker in terms of promises made. That's why we are media practitioners. We dare to hold the feet of our lawmaker, our leaders to the fire, to do exactly what they informed the people prior to our ascendancy to their distinct positions. So Matthew Joe is here with us today. I believe the TV. Joe, now today 15%.
Yeah, okay. The issue about the 15% was just one of the promises that we made also to our people. And I believe that during our debate, 2017, the representative debate at the Bassa, many of you were there. You people are journalists. You were there and you cover all that debate. In that debate, I make a promise that the Bassa people, the people of Electoral District 3, if they elect me, are going to give 15% of my salary to the District Development Council as an operational fund to the council. And so after the election, when the people elected me, that had been happening. We immediately established the District Development Council, and as we speak, the 15% from the day of our office, we have been giving it to the District Development Council to carry on their operation. People may ask, because we have been hearing other negative, comments on the radio, and like other people who are against us, they have been saying, Honorable Joe is not giving the 15%, this and that. And you can remember we in the end of 2018, we have our district sitting, which of course you people were also there, the journalists in our district sitting. And in that district sitting, we made report to the people of the district, including our financial report and other, and the progress report, and the media carried the news, and we made, and the way 15%, is being, news, or the way we are using the 15% and all of those things, were spared out to our people in our sitting. And so the 15%, we use that, to compensate those people who are on the DDC. And we also use that to service the bus, to gas the bus for our students to go to school. The 15% is used to carry on, a contribution, donation to market area and other communities and all of those things. So those things and actually spare us there in the report. So I mean, I can be surprised if people stay making comment, oh, 15%. Other people even going far as saying the 15% you say we're going to be given to the county. No, the recordings are there. We now say the 15% will go to the county. We say we'll go to the district development council to use that as their operational funding. So that is what been happening. So I mean, I want for people to understand this today, that the 15% is go directly to the district development council as it was promised during the debate, the Ducal debate at the Bassa House. We are following that, and just what has been happening. So if you say that the DDC is not receiving it, then how do you think the DDC have been running for the past 2 years now? And you see the bus are not being packed. There have been no breakdown. The TDC workers are always coming to work and they carry on their work. Every time you hear the TDC making donations in the community, like just recently, the TDC was able to collaborate with me and open a road in New Beginner, a community road that was open, and all of those things. Where you think those funding are coming from? So people should stop preaching propaganda, or should start bringing politics into development. When we are ready for development, I think people should want to collaborate with us and build up our effort so that we all can improve the lives of our people.
That's good. From a backdrop of transparency and accountability, how much is that 15%?
Okay, thank you very much. When we went to the legislature, my salary was 8,000. The 8,000, 15%, yeah. Okay. It was 1,200 of the yeah. Okay. And that was clear out in the report we made during the district sitting. After 1 year, the harmonization came in, where our salary, every worker of government, including civil servant, everybody, their salary were dropped, and about 31 to 32%. Our salary, our representative, came down to 5,000.
8 to 5.
Yeah, so now our 15% is around $750 or something. So it's that's it. Even as we speak now, the 750 cannot upkeep the operation of the DDC.
So are you digging deeper into?
Okay, so I will speak and you are go beyond the 15% just to keep up the district development council, keep all the bus running, so our students can always have access to the bus in going to school. The churches will always have access when they want to borrow the bus to have to go all the time. Our sport communities will always have access to the bus when the children want to go and play game, all of those things. So the bus is a great help for the district. It help everybody, not only the students, but the churches, our various sporting and organization. Yeah, even the Bassa team, the county league, team. They also use that bus. So all of these things, where do people think money is actually coming from for the DDC to do all of those things? If from that 15%.
That's good. Back to the development with your the fairground road promise. What has stalled the completion of the road, and how soon should the people of Bassa, especially the district, expect the completion of the project?
Yeah, just recently I will report to the minister, but first thing to answer your question, what start the completion of the road. Yeah, we are all observing this pandemic, and Sunday fire fall down. Every road construction in the country was put to halt because people were observing the social distancing and all of those things. But as we speak, where we have been waiting that the fire is not actually going, all of those things, I think road construction has begun again. Because as you can see, the Ralphie Highway, the people already start doing some work there, and other community roads in Monrovia. So I just met with the public works minister a few times, and he told me that the team of workers will soon be back on the road to make sure that the road will be completed. So I can assure my people before the year can end, the road will be 100% completed in this year. Yeah.
That's good. Like you are fast track or trying to fast track your promises made to the people in time. What are your thoughts? Are there other development that come into your mind? Or when the people are lawmaker?
Yeah.
Let me start thinking about.
While it is true that the promises made to our people, will be, concluded then, that does not mean that our development in the district is aimed there. No, we're going to continue. And so, if during the district sitting, the delegate at that district sitting, they came up with a proposal that they needed, a district office, because if you can remember, the district does not have an office where the lawmakers say we are renting our place. It's not a district property. So the delegate at that district sitting, they said they need a district office, and so we took that into consideration, and we felt that the issue about legislative project or funding was going to be flowing, but since we came to power from 2018 up to this time, we are not getting down in terms of legislative project. So that is why been delaying the construction of the district office. But in the absence of the legislative project, we are still going to try from our angle, to still carry on the construction. So we already broken ground for the construction of the district office, and so we are trying, gathering funding that by next year, the beginning of next year, we will start the foundation of that project, and so we can continue with it, so that the district will have our own district office. And that even if Honorable Joe is not lawmaker tomorrow, the next lawmaker that will come, you will not have to be, you will not have to be looking for office space to rent. You will go directly in our office, and the DDC continuously now we have our own office space. So these are our plan, for which our people brought to us, and we accept, and we're all working towards it.
Before we wrap up, as per one of your responsibility oversight in this time of COVID-19, what could you tell the world watching you now as to your own intervention in the district?
Thank you very much. Since the coming in of this COVID-19, we have been, from my office, we have been doing extremely well for our people, because we actually concerned about our people, the well-being of our people, the health of our people is our concern. So if you can recall, when we experienced this pandemic, Honorable Joe was the first leader in this country to distribute bucket, to his people in the district. I was the first person to distribute bucket. Immediately when the health authority announced the virus into this country, and the next week I was able to bring bucket into the district. The first 75 bucket I brought in, and that was distributed to other major areas of our district, other major points to our district, for people to start washing hands immediately. And then it followed, and by the food, we brought in food, we distributed them. And then we also went as far as giving cash and donation to other organizations, like your institution, the media institution, and the private teachers, and other organizations. We also gave them a system, so that they will be able to cope with the system of the virus, so that we all can stay alive. And then tomorrow, we can be free all day, and we can overcome the virus.
Finally, before we leave you, what would be your party statement that we wrap up?
Basically, I want to inform our people that come July 11, it will be the great program on the fairground where we'll be launching, the market women loan. So we are encouraging all meaningful Bassodian or citizens of Liberia to join us on that day, and that they will be able to make their contribution to those our market women. Remember that the COVID-19 has caused the business people, market to break down. So we need to help them to get back on their foot, so that they can be able to operate. So we are asking our brothers and sisters to come and give helping hand, to give their contribution to that 3 million loan. We not only want to give the 3 million as Honorable Bill Traore had done, by giving additional 1 million we expect from other people, to come and do the thing. So even if we can get 6 million that day, I think it will be a great help for our people in the district. And also we want to inform our people that COVID-19 is still around. Let us not forget, let us observe the protocol by the health worker, and so that Liberia can overcome this virus, and then we can be free from it as we did to Ebola. So again, we want to say thank you to you guys for bringing your microphone to my doorstep, and so that my people can hear from me. I highly appreciate you for that. Thank you very much.
And so we want to say thanks a million to you for viewing, for following Ability TV. That's why we have decided to go to each of the lawmakers in Grand Bassa County in terms of following them on their campaign promises to our citizens in Grand Bassa County. So thanks a million. The man Elton will be here, Ben, doing the technical work of the broadcast. I want to say thanks a million. And my name is Alexander Musa Jr. I am wishing you a pleasant goodbye.